Hi guys. Well, I thought I'd shoot the video a little bit different today. We're in my lounge. Okay, normally I'm hidden like a corner of my bedroom, but today we're saying that's when we're not back in Jerusalem, but today we're in my lounge. And what I thought today, we've done a lot of stories from the New Testament. We're going to look at a story from the Old Testament. And you know what I'm going to say? It's one of my favourite stories in all of the Old Testament. Okay? But this one is because it's got one of my favourite animals in it. It's actually got my dad's favourite animal in it as well. And that animal is a donkey. Okay? Yes, a donkey. Now, I was looking to see if I could get some sort of a hat. If you remember last week, we wore hats and everything like that. Couldn't find anything. So what I found instead was something that was on the shelf in my house. Okay? And it's a little donkey. I'll show you now. Okay, it looks like it's a little China donkey. And I didn't recognise it at first. I remembered seeing it somewhere before, and I asked my wife where the donkey had come from. Okay? And she said it used to belong to her mum. Okay? So this is a very, very special China donkey. Okay, you can have a little close-up of the China donkey. Cute, isn't it? Okay? So our story is about this little China donkey, and I've got to be so careful not to drop the donkey. Okay? Very important. Okay, so I'm going to put the donkey down. He may come back in a moment. But our story is about someone called Balaam. Now, Balaam was a prophet. And what that means was God used to tell him things, and then he would tell people what God was saying. Okay? He was a prophet. He was a spokesperson for God. Okay? And he was around the time when Moses was alive. Now, Moses and the Israelites were going through, and they were taking different lands and everything, and they were getting quite big and quite powerful. And there was another group of people there called the Moabites. Okay? And they heard that Moses was coming. And the king of Moab, he went to see Balaam. And he called for him and he said, Balaam, he said, I want you to curse the Israelites. I want you to curse them, because if you curse them, I know then we can defeat them. Because up until that point, no one had defeated the Israelites. They won every battle. Okay? So the king of Moab thought, if we curse them, particularly if Balaam curses them, and he's a prophet from God, then we're bound to win. So Balaam asked God, should I curse these Israelites? God obviously said no. He said, you can't curse them, Balaam, because they're my people. Okay? I'm with them. They're my chosen people. You can't curse them. Unfortunately, the king of Moab offered Balaam an awful lot of money. Like more even than your pocket money. Like about more than £10. He says holding up 5. More than £5. He says holding up 10. You know what I mean? Okay? More money than you can ever imagine. And Balaam was a little bit of a greedy man. And he said, okay, I'll do it. So he went. He accepted the king's offer to go and curse the Israelites. And he was on his way to the king's palace when something amazing happened. Suddenly, Balaam's donkey ran off. I don't know what to do now, because my arms are stuck here, and you'll see, I've got like this. Nothing to see here. I'm like a magician. And the donkey's gone. Anyway, Balaam's donkey ran off, and he ran into a field, and he lay down. Now, Balaam was really shocked about this. He thought, well, this is not on. Donkeys are supposed to do what they're told. So he ran after his donkey, went to the field, and he got a big stick, and he started to hit his donkey. In modern day society, we would instantly ring the RSPCA. In those days, they didn't have it, okay? And he was beating the donkey. And 3 times he beat the donkey with his stick. And on the 3rd time, he was so angry with the donkey, he was, oh, donkey! Not something I've ever had to shout before. Do you want to try that with me? It's like, oh, donkey! Anyway, he was shouting at the donkey, and suddenly the most unexpected thing in the world happened. The donkey turned round and began to speak to Balaam. He said, why are you beating me, Balaam? Now, can I just say, I've heard many things. When your parents were growing up, okay, there was a program called That's Life. And I always remember Esther Ranson and this dog. They used to say, do you remember the dog? Look it up, it's probably on YouTube. And everyone thought it was amazing because this dog would go, sausages. Okay? Well, Balaam's donkey didn't just go, sausages. He said, why are you beating me? Balaam dropped the stick immediately. Looked and said, what? A talking donkey? Actually, it didn't say that he said that. He argued back with the donkey. He said, well, you're supposed to do what you're told. And the donkey said, I've saved your life. And at that instant, Balaam looked on the road where he would have been heading, and there was an angel standing there. A huge, shining white angel with a sword in his hand, which was actually on fire. It was just like, wow. Wow, wow. Stood there on the road, blocking the road. Balaam went up to the angel, and the angel said, Balaam, if your donkey hadn't had run off and saw that I was here, you would be dead by now. Because I've been sent by God to stop you cursing his people, to stop you going to Moab, and to stop you meeting the king and cursing the Israelites. Wow. Balaam was so relieved. Obviously, he turned around and he went back home. I don't think the donkey ever spoke to him again. Can you imagine the next morning him getting up and saying, what do you want for breakfast, donkey? Oats or hay? And the donkey just going, oats. No, it didn't happen like that, okay? Only on this one time. But what's amazing about this story, really quick today, okay? What's amazing about this story isn't the sort of the fact of the angel being there, although that's amazing. And it isn't the fact even that Balaam disobeyed God, although that's really part of the story. And it isn't the fact that Balaam changed his mind, had to change his mind, although that's part of the story. I always find the most amazing part of this story is that God chose to use the donkey. Okay? The angel could have just appeared and just said to Balaam, turn around, mate, you're going the wrong way. But he didn't. Instead, God chose to use the donkey. And do you know what? If God can use a donkey, then there's hope for me. It's true though. Okay? If God can use a donkey and use a donkey in a situation, then there's hope for all of us. Okay? Because sometimes I'm as stubborn as a donkey. Okay? Sometimes I eat my food like that, but we won't go into that. Okay? Sometimes I can be as stubborn as a donkey, but yet God still chooses to use us. So, all of us watching this video today, all of us have a purpose and all of us have a reason to be here. Okay, that's really important because sometimes you can feel, oh, well, there's no point. Why am I here? I've got no purpose. I've got no reason to be here. But all of us have a purpose and a reason to be here. And God can use every single one of us. Okay? Really important message. So, we're going to say a quick goodbye to the beautiful donkey who I amazingly haven't dropped and haven't broke. So I don't think I need to beg forgiveness later. Okay, so say bye-bye to the donkey. And the donkey's going to go bye-bye. That's a strange... If this donkey now spoke, we would... I tell you what, this would get more than the 36 hits that we normally get in. But, you know, share with your friends. We need more views. But there we are. Bye to the donkey. And I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to see you next week with a story from the New Testament. Okay, so remember, you're not worthless. You are absolutely useful to God. Okay? Bye, guys.